Today's news focus, Sarawak establishes biodiversity database, green energy-based tourism. Sarawak set to make history with Maswings Takeover on February 12. Good evening. The Sarawak government is set to establish a comprehensive biodiversity database to bolster the conservation and sustainable exploration of the state's biodiversity resources. Sarawak Premier Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato Abang Openg stated that this initiative will be undertaken by Sarawak Information Systems Science with the aim of consolidating and harmonizing all biodiversity-related data.
That is why I have requested that Tan Sri Jochan and Science to look into the possibility of consolidating all the data on planet biodiversity. Consolidate under one because we are the heart of the world in terms of rainforests and biodiversity. And we consolidate through AI and we share with the world the economics of biodiversity resource.
He made these remarks during the Sarawak Multimedia Authority SMA Chinese New Year 2025 dinner held here on Friday. Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari added that this database would also serve as a valuable resource accessible to external parties, though access will not be provided free of charge.
And when you download it, it is not free. It's not free. Meaning the whole world, 8 billion people will have access to that. And we also have to register our patent and our right on our biodiversity resource.
Also present at the event were Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Transport Minister Dato Sri Lee Kim Shin, Minister for Utility and Telecommunication Dato Sri Julaihi Narawi, Sarawak Secretary Dato Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki, SMA Board Member Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. George Chan Hong Nam, SMA General Manager Dato Dr. Anderson Tiong Ing Heng, and other invited guests. Meanwhile, green energy is here to stay. The Borneo Green Bike Tour program, which utilizes electric motorcycles, serves as a catalyst for the tourism industry's transition toward green energy. Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Dato Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, said that the program, organized by Smart Leisure and Travel Sdn Bhd, aims to promote the use of electric motorcycles in the tourism industry as well as for daily use. He emphasized that this initiative is an effort to protect the environment and preserve historical heritage for future generations.
And that is why today I'm also participating. The CEO of Sarawak Tourism Board is also riding a bike to show that we are of concern and we are supporting this kind of effort to make sure that our environment, our surrounding will always be clean, and then we are supporting this kind of effort.
He said this during the flag-off ceremony of the Borneo Green Bike Tour at Old Courthouse on Saturday. He added that the launch is a small step to encourage Sarawak's gradual transition to green energy, such as electricity and hydrogen, while reducing dependence on fossil fuels. He noted that while Sarawak's shift towards green energy is still in its early stages, every transition needs a starting point, and this program is a great beginning.
Dan harapan saya dengan usaha seperti ini, kita juga berusaha untuk mempromosi tempat-tempat ikonik di Kuching.
Dato Sri Abdul Karim, along with other riders, later toured Kuching's key landmarks including St. Peter's Church, Darul Hana Bridge, the Sarawak Legislative Assembly Building, and other tourist sites before concluding their journey at the Borneo Cultures Museum. Another good news for Sarawakians, Sarawak is poised to make history in the aviation industry with the upcoming takeover of Maswings, a subsidiary of Malaysia Aviation Group MAG, scheduled for February 12. The Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Dato Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, described this milestone as a significant step forward that will strengthen Sarawak's aviation sector and open doors to expanding both domestic and international flights networks. He shared that once the sale and purchase agreement (SPA) is signed, more details about the future plans for the airline will be disclosed in stages.
Karena untuk satu-satu industri ataupun airline membangun yang makan masa juga. You cannot develop an airline just overnight. Pada masa ini pun Maswings saya dapat lihat dari segi pesawat ataupun jumlah kapal terbang yang ada, dia sedikit saja, dan apabila sudah diambil alih kemungkinan nama berubah, tapi itu kita tinggalkan kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Premier untuk menentukan, because this is his baby. Dan dari situ baru kita mengaturkan di mana destinasi-destinasi yang kita mahu.
He shared that once the sale and purchase agreement (SPA) is signed, more details about the future plans for the airline will be disclosed in stages. He made these remarks during an interview with the media following his officiation of a dinner ceremony with the museum cycling community in conjunction with the Borneo Cross-Border Cycling Tour 2025 at a leading hotel on Friday. On January 13, the Sarawak Premier had announced that negotiations for the Maswings takeover were finalized, with the SPA signing ceremony between the Sarawak government and MAG expected to take place this month. Meanwhile, the Sarawak government has unveiled plans to construct a new velodrome, the first of its kind in the region and the only major sports facility currently missing in the state. Minister for Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development, Dato Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, announced that the proposal was discussed during a recent briefing session with Sarawak Premier Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato Abang Openg. The session also involved a consultant from Germany with extensive experience in developing velodromes globally. He expressed optimism about the positive impact this velodrome will have on Sarawak cycling athletes, particularly those involved in track events.
Saya rasakan the only one left yang perlu kita bangunkan iaitu sebuah velodrome. Bersama-sama dengan kita membuat briefing itu adalah seorang konsultan daripada Germany, and he has been involved in the development of so many velodrome all over the world. So lebih kurang kita akan bangunkan pada jangka masa yang terdekat lah.
He made these remarks to reporters after officiating a dinner ceremony with the museum cycling community in conjunction with the Borneo Cross-Border Cycling Tour 2025 at a leading hotel on Friday. Dato Sri Abdul Karim added that while it remains uncertain whether the velodrome will be completed in time for the upcoming Southeast Asian Games, SEA Games, the Sarawak government has already approved the project.
Sekurang-kurangnya kerajaan Sarawak sudah memberi ihsan untuk velodrome itu dibangunkan, dan inilah yang dapat memberi keceriaan kepada atlet-atlet lomba basikal, terutama sekali dalam acara track.
Earlier in his speech, the Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts highlighted that the Borneo Cross-Border Cycling Tour saw participation from over 60 cyclists, including those from various districts in Indonesia. He emphasized that the event serves as an important platform to further strengthen relations between Malaysia and Indonesia. He also pointed out that events like this offer participants an excellent opportunity to explore Sarawak's rich traditions and cultural heritage. Minister of Women, Early Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development, KPWK, Dato Sri Fatimah Abdullah received a courtesy call from the Drug Policy Program Malaysia delegation at her office on Friday. Led by its director, Palani Narayan, the delegation discussed drug-related issues and strategies to shift from punishment to rehabilitation while exploring the development of a decriminalization policy in Sarawak and assessing its potential expansion nationwide. Palani highlighted that countries like Portugal, Switzerland, and Germany has successfully implemented similar policies, and Malaysia is now studying how to adapt this approach. Meanwhile, Dato Sri Fatimah expressed strong support for the policy, noting its alignment with the One Stop Committee (OSC), which focuses on rehabilitation over criminalization. She highlighted that the approach of treating drug use as a health issue rather than a criminal offense is crucial for addressing the mental and physical impact of drug abuse.
Kami sangat bersetuju dengan dasar yang dan juga penekanan dalam drug program policy ini, whereby kita harus melihat juga bahawa penggunaan dadah ini daripada perspektif iaitu perspektif kesihatan. Bagaimana ianya sebenarnya merosakkan dari segi mental, the mental health is affected. Dan dengan itu kepulihan harus melihat daripada aspek itu juga, dan juga apa strategi yang kita gunakan, sama ada prevention, sama ada untuk mengurangkan dari segi the demand dan untuk juga dari segi the supply ini dan juga dari segi pemulihan ini perlu juga melihat dari aspek iaitu kesihatan.
Dato Sri Fatimah added that Sarawak has established 25 one-stop centers for addiction recovery, OSCAs, where individuals struggling with drug addiction can voluntarily seek treatment without facing criminal charges.
And we have the most number of OSCA di Sarawak, 25. Kita berterima kasih kepada kerajaan kerana memberi peruntukan untuk membolehkan kita mewujudkan lebih banyak OSCA ini.
And that's the English edition with me, Nicholas Zechariah Boni. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Ending the UKAS Bulletin with the visuals from the Sarawak Multimedia Authority, SMA Chinese New Year 2025 dinner held on Friday. #Saluran Info Maksi Rakyat. Have a good night.